Aiko, hi Aiko. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic morning, or evening, or afternoon, or whatever time of day it is for you. It's me. Well, of course, I mean it's me. Hey, Aiko. Hi, Aiko. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I've decided to stream a little bit earlier than I usually do. You may be wondering why this is. Well, mainly it's because, well, I kinda wanted to give streaming at different times a try. Because, like, earlier, I was doing something that kinda wasn't sustainable at all. Basically, I was streaming in the middle of the night where nobody could watch me. Well, actually, a lot of people could watch me, but at the same time, there aren't exactly many people who are, like, up from America at that time. And also, in addition to that, there's the whole fact that, I get tired when I stream late. And then I stay up late because I stay up past midnight, and I don't count how long I am doing Cuphead or other games for, so... Excuse me. So, since I don't count how long I'm doing those games for, the vast majority of the time, I will just tend to, go and be like, oh, I'll keep playing it. I'll keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and... Oh, whoops. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Or... That's not very good, is it? Because you really don't want to stay up to 1 o'clock in the morning if you want to stream in the mornings, if you get what I am saying. Streaming in the mornings is probably better if you're in Australia, because that way you can reach a more American audience. Well, I mean, probably. I'm not entirely certain, but I do know that Americans do tend to be in the afternoon or the evening around this time. I think the earliest in America it is right now is Pacific time, and that is like 5 hours before Australia. No, wait. Isn't it? It's 5 hours before Eastern, right? Or is it 5 hours before Australian time? Let me just look that up and check it out. PST time now. Ah, yes. Yes, like I was saying. 5 hours before Australian time. You always know, whenever that time is, it's gonna be the best time of your life or something. Sorry. I mean, well, at least it'll be good for me, because I'll be able to play Cuphead early. And it gives me an excuse to actually wake up early and actually go to bed earlier. Because if I go to bed later, that means I am all sleepy and tired. I don't like being sleepy and tired. So, instead of being sleepy and tired, what I do is I try and... something in my eye, sorry about that. Anyway, like I was saying, what I do instead of being sleepy and tired is decide to go to bed early, get up on time, and then stream. Because streaming early in the morning is always fun, since you get to play video games and also talk to people. Two of the things which I enjoy the most in the world. Well, actually, yeah. Talking to people is absolutely one of the things which I enjoy most in the world, because despite the fact that I am, let's just say, slightly introverted in the flesh world, I very much enjoy talking to people here. So, Anyways, 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 anyways. It's a time for Cuphead. It's time for Cuphead. And you know what that means? Time to go. Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the dice. Dice. Only chance they came on Devil's Game, and he paid the price. Paid the price. And now they're fighting for their lives on the mission from himself. And you know what that means? It's time to finally defeat this dragon who I have been trying my best to defeat for the last bit or so. But you know, I should be fine. Since I'm much fresher. I'm much fresher now. I'm much fresher. I am much fresh. I'm much more fresh. I'm much more fresh. I'm much more fresh. I'm much more fresh than last time when I played this. Okay, okay. Tail up, tail up, tail up. I like when they use the tail. It's creative, kind of creative, that you don't necessarily use just the other things. Da 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 da. Ring. And that is the first step for the day. But really, I love the way Cuphead does its animations. I know it does it the same way that, you know, basically pretty much every animation studio did it in the early 20th century. And that's part of the reason why it's so brilliant, because it doesn't innovate, it de-innovates. I feel like there weren't many games which do that type of animation style before, so it's technically an innovation for games, but with regards to animation, it would be classified as a de-innovation. That was the wrong button. Dragon time. Dragon time, dragon, dragon, dragon time, dragon time, dragon, dragon time, dragon, dragon time, dragon time, dragon time, dragon time, dragon time, dragon, dragon time, dragon time, dragon time, dragon, dragon, dragon time, dragon time. God, I love the way that this game does animations. They're just so quirky and they have so much character. Quirky in a good way, you know, like, not quirky in the way that's like, you know, oh my god, I am so quirky. I am the Penguin of Doom. If you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever heard about that meme before, well, of course you'd probably know what I'm talking about, but still, the Penguin of Doom is pretty hilarious, if you ask me. At least. Because, like, you know, the Penguin of Doom, Spork, holds up Spork. I am the Penguin of Doom. Nice, nice. Oh. Maybe I did the invincibility a bit early. But, you know, it's what the Penguin of Doom would do. Holds up Spork. Because As you always know, the Penguin of Doom is the doomiest penguin of all. Well, actually, probably not. Imagine a penguin who has actually played Doom. I don't think I've ever met a penguin who's played Doom before, but I have met other people who have played Doom before. Like, for instance, a dog. Although I haven't actually met that dog. We don't know each other personally. I know of the dog, though. She's even called Duke because she plays Doom. Ow. And her name is Inugami Korone. Hololive. I like Hololive. Hololive is very fun. I like them a lot. They are very cool. Idol culture is a bit annoying, but you know, look at Holostars as well. Like, damn. Holostars has some genuinely pretty cool content creators from what I've heard. Like, for instance, Magni Desmond. I think that's how you pronounce Magni's name. Magni Desmond. I always pronounce his name like that, though, because it feels better to do it like that. You know, I like how Magni also, like, you know, absolutely 100% is on board with himself being seen as a huge meme. It's kind of hilarious because it means that, like, ow, because it means that, like, he'll be able to just accept pretty much anything people throw at him. And even if people hate on him, he can just turn it into laughter. That's one of the perfect ways to get rid of the haters, by the way. Because there were a lot of people hating on him because of his design at the start, but you know, then he started with the whole magging thing and getting magged, and you know, and basically he turned into one of the biggest phenomenons in the English Hololive community. Well, technically the English Holostars community, but same difference really, since generally there's a hardcore Hololive community which only tends to go for the girls, and then there's the general English-speaking community, which likes both girls and boys, so... and doesn't mind either. So, to be honest, it's kind of silly that there's so many people who are like, oh, this is gonna change absolutely everything about Hololive, you know? Like, oh no, Hololive is now ruined. You do know that women interact with men normally, right? You do know that's a thing. You'd have to be genuinely pretty silly to not realize that that's a thing. Anyway, speaking of silly, I love the way this guy's silly tail does its silly wibble wobble wibble wabble wibble wabble woo. Weeble wobble wibble wibble wabble wobble wee. Ow! Weeble wabble wibble wibble weeble wabble woo. Wobble wobble weeble wobble 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 wee. Ohio? Hi Kerr, Vestia Idzer. Hi Kerr. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I am just talking about Magni Desmond and his ridiculousness and how he is kind of cool. And other stuff like the tail. Wibble wobble wibbling. I love tails that wibble wobble wibble. I hope my voice sounds a bit better than yesterday, by the way, since yesterday I realized too late that I had a unfortunately positioned, you know, noise gate that was definitely way too aggressive. I've fixed it now, so it should be far less aggressive than it was before, but still, a noise gate is probably less good than noise suppression and stuff like that. Like, for instance, noise suppression with RTX noise is kind of ridiculous, even if it does do a little... if it doesn't do your voice favors that much. I like pretty much any audio thing, though. Audio things are cool to work with. Like, for instance, equalizers. Did you know that you can equalize your voice to sound particularly good? Although, there's, like, you know, voice changes as well, but voice changes kind of suck. I always expected when I was younger that voice changes would actually change your voice to sound like, you know, whatever you're doing stuff with. Like Darth Vader helmet voice changes, those should change your voice to sound exactly like Darth Vader, right? Well, no, they probably just had a deepening filter and a microphone in there. Not necessarily even a condenser microphone, but some kind of microphone that was like probably real cheap to make, didn't even have that big of a capsule, and was just like, you know, super easy to manufacture. Well, you know, yeah, cheap, easy to manufacture. And then they fed it through a digital thing, which made your voice very, very deep. There's other voice changer things too, but I think Darth Vader ones are probably the biggest ones on like the market or something. Because, you know, Darth Vader's always, you know, he is the one who you always expect when you're thinking of a voice changer, like going,
I am the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Sorry, yeah, that wasn't a voice changer. That was just my voice. Anyway, by the way. Yeah, Darth Vader is pretty cool. I like him. I like him in Star Wars a lot, although in particular episodes of Star Wars, I like him better than other episodes of Star Wars. Eee! RNG. RNG. RNG, well, not actually RNG, but jumping. And failure jumping. God, I love the Cuphead music, though. Cuphead music is one of the greatest musics of all time when it comes to video game jazz. Well, one of, not the greatest, but still, it absolutely is one of the greatest musics of all time. And there's even non-jazz ones, too, that are also great, like, what's his name? Cagney Carnation? Yeah, Cagney Carnation, whose brilliant songs are just simply brilliant, you know? Like, and also I'm pretty sure that Cagney Carnation isn't actually jazz. He's like, I know the name because I've watched a lot of Toho remixes. It's Bossa Nova, I think. I think Cagney Carnation's theme is a Bossa Nova theme, but I am not entirely certain as to whether his theme is Bossa Nova genre or not. All I know is he is a pretty cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything. And by anything, I mean anything, except dying because you are a cup. And a cup person with a cup for a head and gloves for hands shoots him. Also, the milk in the head. The milk in the head. I wonder how the milk in the head works. Is it a milkshake or something? Because it does foam up, and milkshakes tend to foam up, so maybe Cuphead has a milkshake in his head, and maybe he... Is it a part of him, the milk in his head? Or is it just, you know, a tiny little part of him? Like, I can't even tell if Cuphead's milk in his head is actually a part of his body or if it's something he puts in there regularly. I mean, it could potentially be a thing he puts in there regularly, for instance, because, like, I mean, after all, people do put on stuff that makes them look better, like hair dye, makeup, all sorts of stuff like that. So it wouldn't be too out of the question for a cup to put milk into their head, something like that, rather than, you know, just actually doing stuff normal. It could also potentially be a brain, but I mean, if it is a brain, in the Cuphead show, Cuphead does drink out of it, so I'm not sure if that would totally work. Also, yeah, the Cuphead show is a thing. I like the Cuphead show, Or at least I like the little bit of the Cuphead show which I've watched. Because, you know, it's fun, it has good actors. I mean, there's Wayne Brady as Dice King. King Dice. Wayne Brady is amazing. I mean, except for the specific food fight one. But, you know, he's still amazing in pretty much everything else he does. Like, especially, for instance, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where they do all the improvisational games and stuff that is really cool. I like improv stuff. Improv is one of my favorite genres of comedy. Part of the reason why I enjoy YouTubers and streamers so much, as a matter of fact, is because I enjoy improv. I like improv when it comes to stuff like, if you had this thing, what would you do? Or if you were like this, what would happen? Or in this scenario, what would you do? Like, for instance, one of my favorite improv bits is, if you had a truck, what would you put in it? I'm not joking. It literally is, if you had a truck, what would you put in it? I am not exaggerating at all, any bit whatsoever as well. Because the idea of just asking someone, if you had a truck, what would you put in it, is so absurd, but also so funny because it's something, like, real. It has real stuff that happens with it. Like, genuinely, if you did have a truck, what would you put in it? Makes you actually think about if you had a truck. Like, if I had a truck, I don't know what I would put in it. I would probably put in it my hopes and dreams for not failing at this Cuphead game. But, you know, you can't have everything. Love me some Cuphead. Dragon, I am beating you now. I am beating you now. I'm not beating you next time. I'm beating you now. I won't let this drag on for too long. Well, I mean, this time as opposed to the last time, but you know, same difference. I'm absolutely not letting this boss fight drag on for too long. After all, if it does, it'll drag on way too long. It almost feels like I'm dragged on my feet. You know? Dragon puns are very hard. Unlike bear puns, which are very easy to make, and a lot of them are also unbearable. They're awful most of the time. But if you try your best, you can maybe get a few good ones out of them. I was trying to make a pun with grizzly there, but it wouldn't work. Good puns out of them. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, I think this means next phase. Next phase! Let's go. Which means the lower clouds are useless now, because that way, if you go to the lower clouds, you have a much higher chance of getting attacked by those giant fire friends. And by giant fire friends, I mean tiny fire friends. tiny fire friends, do not attack me, please. Allow me to simply defeat this dragon so this level doesn't drag on. Like this. Damn it. I was so close. 1, 2, 3, you'd better flee. 4, 5, 6. Only if you get your kicks. Or something. I don't know. All I want to know is this dragon's name. Where does he live? What is he doing? Why is he here? Why is he still alive, despite the fact that I have tried to kill him multiple times? And that I have failed multiple times, but I've still tried to kill him. I want to know who you are, dragon. Ooh, whoa. I didn't even intend on surviving that. But, as a matter of fact, I did succeed. Da 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 da. Fire friends! Ow. Ow. You want to stay up high for the fire friends to do stuff. And when the fire friends jump is when you want to jump. Well, maybe a bit earlier. Because the last time I did this, I succeeded. Oh, woo! At least I have Chaser's shot. This would be far more annoying if I did not have Chaser's shot, as a matter of fact. Because you see, Chaser's shot is what allows me to actually move around while I shoot. So you can move and shoot at this dragon without missing the whole time. Move and shoot, no miss. Only hit. You know, this dragon's eyes do absolutely remind me of the old Mickey Mouse cartoon eyes because, like, you know, that's almost certainly what they're based off of as well, but still, it's kind of cool to see those same types of eyes that have, like, you know, that same little bite out of them. Not bite, but, you know, shine that isn't exactly, like, that looks like a little triangle. I love the way that the Cuphead developers have managed to actually put so many references and homages and great animation stuff into their game. It's absolutely brilliant. Even if, like, not all the animation homages are, you know, from the golden age of animation, and I'm pretty sure they're meant to be from the golden age of animation, but, you know, the Joker balloon guy actually reminds me a bit more of Captain Knuckles from Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack than anything else. Because, you know, if you've seen the clown guy's last stage, it's kind of absurd. Like, kind of absurd. How much he reminds me of Knuckles. Stop. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. No jump. Come on. Why is it that every time on the Fire Friends, I always lose 1 billion times more health than on the first stage in the second stage? than the first stage in particular. And then on the third stage, I have like no health in order to actually fight the three-headed dragon. It's almost like a hydra, except it's not because it's a dragon. Would a hydra count as a dragon? I mean, technically, wyverns count as dragons, and there are dragons without wings, so hydras are slightly dragonic as well in nature, since, you know, they're described as lizards, having long necks, stuff like that. Imagine if a hydra was just a plesiosaur. A giant plesiosaur that grew billions of necks, but they probably are closer to dragonic in nature, though the dragonic nature they're close to, I'm not exactly sure how to describe it. They're definitely poisonous, so they have some kind of breath weapon. Their blood is at least poisonous. Or venomous? Not sure which. Poisonous, yeah, poisonous. Poisonous is if you eat it. Venomous is if it tries to bite you. That's right. I always forget poisonous and venomous, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people forget poisonous and venomous as well. Because the distinction is very silly. It's only a tiny little thing, but basically everything else is poisonous or venomous. Hey, do I have the DLC? No, I do not. Not yet, at least. Also, hi, Hiker Morte. Hi, Hiker. I hope you are doing fantastically. I am just ranting about whether or not hydras count as dragons, because, I mean, theoretically, slaying a dragon, I mean, theoretically, wouldn't they count as dragons? Since, like, you know, Hercules did slay one of them in his deeds. So, theoretically, they should probably count as dragons in the mythological sense. But, you know, dragons be dragons, and hydras be hydras. But hydras are probably a subspecies of dragons, if dragons did exist, to be totally honest. Because dragons probably had quite a bit of species variety if they existed. And, well, they did in my alternate universe that I was from, you know? Really, it's all semantics, though. I feel like a hydra would absolutely be categorized as a dragon, mainly because the hydra is probably, like, you know, lizard-like, has a dragon-like head. I'd imagine it has a dragon-like head at least. And is very big, at least compared to a human or basically any other modern creature aside from an elephant. I don't know why things are so small these days, but elephants are pretty cool. Really, the fact that this dragon turns into almost a hydra, though, kind of renders the point almost moot. But really, it's more of a King Ghidorah case than an actual hydra. Does King Ghidorah count as a hydra? I know the Yamato no Orochi, which is the Japanese hydra myth, is technically a dragon, so I'd imagine that the, you know, hydra is actually a dragon as well. But, you know, the Yamato no Orochi was probably either, like, spider myths or a giant octopus or something. Like, inspired by octopi, because octopi have 8 legs and are also really weird and kind of dragon-looking if you squint a little. So I guess an octopus would probably be the inspiration for the Yamato no Orochi. So, jump after they jump. Rip in pieces. Yeah, this is one of those filter buses, isn't it? You know, the buses that always filter a lot of people. Dragon D's feet on your deck. Hi, Hiker Remove. Hi, Hiker. I hope you are doing fantastically today. No music, by the way. Oh! Oh, that explains a bit of why I have been seeing very little chat, because the music is brilliant and I forgot to turn the audio output capture back on and unmute it. That is something that happens surprisingly a lot. I should at least just like have 2 different audio output captures for 2 different scenes. But, you know, Gotta learn to duplicate stuff in OBS, as opposed to using the singular audio capture that I have. Now then. It's time. Dragon Hydra time. Well, I mean, technically, dragon, but, you know, Hydra, King Ghidorah, what's the difference, really? Is King Ghidorah a Hydra? Is King Ghidorah a dragon? Is King Ghidorah neither of those and actually an alien from outer space? You didn't say I should turn it back on? Aiko humming is melodic enough? Oh, thank you. That's super kind of you to say, Remove. Super duper kind. Look at this tail. Look at the wiggly woggly wibbly weed tail. I don't know the best way to describe it, but I know it is wibbly, it is wobbly, and it is a weird tail. It's definitely a tail that's really... It hits you a lot as well. I don't get why you shoot meteors. It's a weird tail. Cringe and tailless take. I could almost certainly grow a tail if I tried my best. You know, lightning spirit forms are absolutely malleable, in case you didn't know. It's weird but cool, is what I mean to say though. Like, you know, all those little triangles on the back, the spines. Also, why do dragons have spines on their back? I mean, to be fair with stegosaurs and stuff like that, it at least makes some sense. It's something to do with their spine. But with dragons, I don't really understand it because, like, dragons are predators. I don't think I've ever heard of predators with spines on their back. Triangles? Yeah, spines, triangles, same difference. They look like triangles, at the very least to me, from this animated standpoint. And they're like little sharp and all different shapes and sizes. Why do they have spines on their back? Because they're vertebrates? I mean, yeah, of course. But I mean, bone spines. Some dragons have bone spines, but the most creatures which have had bone spines before have been actually herbivores, mostly. Well, not herbivores, but yeah, herbivores. Like, for instance, while crocodiles do have spiny backs, they don't have anything poking out of their backs. Anything that does have something poking out of its back is usually a herbivorous creature, at least to my knowledge.
This match will get red hot. Go! Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
Also, I wonder what those little things it's shooting out of its eyes are. It's shooting out of his eyes are, you know, the dragon's shooting out of the dragon's eyes are same difference. It's a dragon. Who knows? Oh, damn, that was close. Also, the dragon having... Why does the dragon shoot meteors as opposed to, like, actual fireballs? Like, actual fireballs or balls of fire would make more sense than shooting meteors, but no, apparently the dragon has to shoot meteors now. It's a meat. It's a meteor living. Olympic rings? I suppose they could be counted as Olympic rings. Alright, so one hit in the second one phase, and just one hit. Actually, they're meatballs, he just ate a lot of spaghetti. I suppose that could make sense. Okay, so I need to use invincibility now. I was gonna say I need to use invincibility when I get hit, but I did get hit. They're actually meatballs. Oh, is that the canonical explanation, actually? Huh. Weird. Cuphead is silly. More like meteors? Oh lordy, not the dragon boss? Indeed. Also, hi, Dreams Dragon. Hi, Plenty. It is indeed the dragon boss. I've got his first and second phases almost down pat. The third phase, though, is where it's throwing me for a loop, you know? And by down pat, I mean mostly down pat. Look at those little psychic rings he shoots out of his eyes. He's staring you to death. You've got no idea if it's a canon explanation or not. You just think it would be silly. Hit him with the Dragon D's joke. He'll take emotional damage at least. Alright then, I will. Hey, dragon! More like Dragon D's... Dragon D's meatballs through the dirt!
Here's a real high-class bout.
but I can't make a joke for the life of me. I love jokes, but I also am horrible at them. Got him? Indeed, indeed. Got him.
A great plan
I love the Steamboat Willie-esque aesthetic of this character, though. It's brilliant. Steamboat Willie was an iconic show, animation. But I suppose there's also I forget the name of it, but it was one of those. It was Pimento University. Pimento U. P-U. Blah, 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 blah. The three brothers. Your Cuphead skills are a pretty good job. Wow! Rude. SMH. I always forget how I sometimes say SMH out loud, but, you know, it's just as if, like a joke, but, you know. Anyway, speaking of which, the Pimento University, Pimento PU, the something boys of Laverton Lane and, like, Dan Backslide. I love Dan Backslide. Dan Backslide is absolutely a brilliant character. I'll steal it! And no one will ever know! He is wonderful. Probably the greatest villain of all time in early animation history. Unhand me, Dan Backslide! Unhand me, Dan Backslide! Unhand me, Dan Backslide! Or something like that. I love Dan Backslide and just that specific animation in general. It's the DOVA Boys at Pimento University. The DOVA Boys, yes. The DOVA Boys. Something of 3 summers. And then there's Dan Backslide and whatever her name is, the lady that he wants to chase after. Because the DOVA Boys are his enemies. I'm not gonna die. Ow! I did die. But it was close. It was very, very close. And I did also remember finally who I was thinking about, the DOVA Boys. After this boss fight, we will show the DOVA Boys. We'll take a look at the DOVA Boys on stream because the DOVA Boys are a brilliant, brilliant cartoon. And also, it's out of copyright. It's royalty free. You can use any of the DOVA Boys characters you want in whatever you want. And you can watch it on stream too. So, yeah. Love me some DOVA Boys. Unhand her, Dan Backslide! Unhand her, Dan Backslide! Now, first stage done over and done with. What year is it from? It's from the very early 1900s. And it's actually one of Mel Blanc's first recording voice acting things, I think. That's how he was known to become one of the men with 1,000 voices. But you know, it's really ancient. One of the earliest pieces of animation, and it's a brilliant piece of parody satire work. Now this is gonna motivate me, at the very least. Ow! In order to do better. Because that means if we do win, I will be able to show off the DOVA Boys at Pimento University. Unhand her, Dan Backslide! I'll steal it, and no one will ever know! DOVA Boys. It's so brilliant. One of the greatest of all time. Hi, Aiko, Lily Cotton. Hi, Aiko. I hope you are doing well. We are talking about the Dover boys at Pimento University, as well as finally trying to beat this dragon so we can watch the Dover boys at Pimento University because of the fact that it's a royalty-free video. Stray was sadder than men. Yeah, it was pretty sad. And by royalty-free, I mean copyright dead. Speaking of which, copyright as a concept should probably not exist. I don't like copyright because it means, well, I mean, like, stealing someone else's character that they're using stuff to create is not cool, and, like, using it as an evil thing is not cool, but, like, using it for good reasons, that is cool, and that should be allowed with everyone. I really dislike copyright, let me just say. Things should just be able to be sold for whatever reason, and stuff like Sherlock Holmes, you know, Sherlock Holmes had to be used as a name in The Great Ace Attorney for a reason. I don't like that reason, because Sherlock Holmes should theoretically be usable in basically every property, but, you know, apparently he can't be. So you sometimes have to use Sherlock Holmes instead. Sadder than everything in the universe? Yeah, it was. As someone who makes art that gives you money, I like copyright. I mean, you can still make art that gives you money if you have copyright. You just don't need to have the characters there. I mean, copyright is only a very recent invention, actually. People still sold stuff that was art and books before copyright existed, as a matter of fact. That's how a lot of comics and stuff existed. But, you know, as copyright becomes better and better, or like more and more common, like, it's very, very easy to do stuff. Tell me my guns are wrong? Well, no, I don't think my guns are wrong. Sorry. I have the Chaser and I have the Charger, which is the guns that you want for this boss, I think. How are you an hour late? Sorry. I did just start early, but, like, you don't need to worry about it. I am fine. I have been having a lot of fun talking about the Dover boys at Pimento University. The Dover boys at Pimento University are genuinely pretty cool. It's one of my favorite animation comics. As a rollabout, I'll steal it, and no one will ever know. Or whatever he said. Dan Backslide. God, I love Dan Backslide. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Stop that! Stop jumping. Stop jumping into me. Not very nice. But Dan Backslide is very nice. He's very cool. Sneeze Putz, I'm pretty sure I've talked to you about backseating before. Do you want to have this discussion again? No? Alright then. Dan Backslide will never jump into you unless you ask him to. That's true. Oh, how I love her! Father's money. Dan. Got some good parrying skills. This time will be the absolute first. Although I feel like Dan Backslide would actually jump into, since Dan Backslide is Dan Backslide. You know? He's a parody villain of, like, you know, all of those people. Now, this should be relatively easy. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And there we go. Charger. Just a bit longer. Oh, no. Oh. I almost had it. I almost had it. The animation is so good. Indeed. Cuphead is brilliant with its animation department, especially since it uses entirely cell animation, I believe, or at least, like, you know, they drive me to drink and drive. Oh, those DOVA boys. But they drive me to drink and drive. And stuff like that. How hot is Mr. Backslide? Well, he's certainly hot in one fashion. He's a hot commodity on the meme market, at the very least. Like, for instance, I've seen him used in several memes before that are very quite good. And by very quite good, I mean just generally pretty decent. Well, I've definitely seen an improvement since I said I want to watch after this the DOVA boys at Pimento University. Because, you know, having a motivation for beating a boss is always good. Ow. Ow. Did we just ask how hot Dan Backslide is? Oh yeah, that's a fair point. You'll see just how much of a hot commodity in the meme market Dan Backslide is soon. I love Dan Backslide. He's brilliant, but you know, I don't love him because he looks nice. I love him because he's a hilarious character.
A brawl is surely brewing.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up. And backslide. And backslide. I love Dan backslide. Do this for Dan backslide. Dun, 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 dun. Do it for him. And instead of the picture being of like tiny Maggie, it's of Dan Backslide in all of his poses in the Dover Boys animation short. Ah! I was gonna press the B button, but it shut me and surprised me and genuinely scared me. Well, not genuinely scared me. It did scare me a little bit. It snuck up on me is probably the better option of the words to use. Tail wiggler.
This match will get red hot. Here's a real high-class bout.
We're not talking about that run. We are instead going to talk about this run. I tried to parry,
A great
but I failed. Apparently you can only parry from above, which I suppose makes sense, actually. Since he is aiming downwards when he does parry. The man with the cup as a head. There we go. That's 3 parries. Stop tailing me. Stop tailing me. Stop trying to tail me. That means it's second stage time now. Dun, 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 dun. Subtitle? I don't know, I just tried to make it a pun about dragging feet. But you know. Also, hi Aiko, sneaky PvPs. Hi Aiko, I hope you are doing well. I am doing my best to beat this dragon boss. So, after we beat the dragon boss, we can watch the Dover Boys at Pimento University. Or rather, just the Dover Boys. Dragon Dream feet. Oh, right, that's right. I forgot about that little fact, Lloyd, that this dragon's attacks are genuinely one of the most annoying attacks in Cuphead, probably, because if you hit the dragon's fireballs, then you get extra fireballs shot out from those fireballs.
This match will get red
And, you know, basically what happens is you die.
A ball is surely brewing. Now go. Good day for us.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I can sound like Pengu for a bit. like Pengu. Well, at least I did like Pengu when I was little. I know Pengu is a source for memes, but you know, generally the show is actually a pretty genuinely good show, even if Pengu himself isn't kind of like the best person to become a role model. Because a lot of the stuff he does isn't exactly good if you think about it. Like, and it's a claymation. I like claymation videos. And by videos, I mean shows and movies, though Wallace and Gromit is probably among the best of the claymation series and stuff. I love Wallace and Gromit. Shades, Gromit! Or whatever Wallace says. Wallace is brilliant. He's a brilliant character. He's just like, you know, this kooky old inventor who's bald and just wears a shirt, and he's just like this normal guy somehow. But, as a matter of fact, he seems normal, but he's a kooky inventor as well as being, like, just the most average person of all time. Like, the most British average person of all time. The most average British person of all time, probably. I don't know if Wallace is intended to be British, but that's definitely what he comes off as. While Gromit's the dog and the straight man. And here we go. This is the final phase. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. There we go. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! Hell yes! And do you know what that means? That means we can watch the Dover Boys at Pimento University. Not now, Firefox. But anyways, allow me to capture Firefox for a little bit. And bam. Here we go. Here we go. Window capture, transform, fit to screen, and then we go Dover Boys. So any one of you who is waiting, this is the Dover Boys. Huh? Oh, hi, Kitty Tojo. Oh, well, transition this to this first. I hope you are doing well. Since I beat a boss in this Cuphead, we are watching The Dover Boys by, you know, Chuck Jones. And with Mel Blanc, I think it's Mel Blanc. I'm not sure what it is. Pimento University.
Pimento
You.
Good old
P.U.
Pimento you, sweet P.U. Thy fragrant odor sends the air. A pox on Yale, poo poo Purdue. Pimento you, my college fair.
There we go.
Out and away the most popular fellows
And this guy comes back a couple of times. He's a bit of a weirdo.
Out and away, the most popular fellows at old PU are the three Dover boys. Tom, the fun-loving member of the trio.
Tom,
Dick, a
Dick,
serious lad of 18
serious-
summers, plus a winter in Florida, as related to
A
the
winter
Dover
in
boys
Florida?
in the Everglades.
Okay.
And Larry,
Larry.
the youngest of
Tom,
the three
Dick, and
jerks,
Larry.
brothers.
As
A gay
you all know.
outing at the park has been planned by the merry trio, and they're off to fetch their fiancée, dainty Dora Standpipe.
Dora
at Miss
Standpipe.
Cheddar's Female Academy close by.
Ah, yes. Now you
With their
see,
usual punctuality, the
is
boys arrive at the
basically
appointed hour
a
of
party
3.
of old, you know, a party of old books where there would be like special people at these special schools.
And are soon on their rollicking
And by
way.
special people, I mean like, you know,
Forced
people
to
at boys'
pass a
schools.
certain public house. A
A tavern of
unsavory
unsavory repute.
Our young
My
friends
friends
meet the
meet
distressing situation with their usual uncompromising moral
moral
fortitude.
fortitude. God, I love this video.
Little do they know that even now, within this very tavern, Dan Backslide, the former
Dan
sneak of
Backslide.
Roquefort Hall, coward, bully, cad, and thief, and arch enemy of the Dover boys, squanders his misspent life.
Ah, yes. It's Dan Backslide.
Dover
Hark!
boys. Drat them.
Double
Double
trap
trap
them.
They are
The old escorting Dora Standpipe. Dear
Dear
old
rich
Dora Standpipe. How I love her. About this
money.
money. Come down, those Dover boys. Oh, how I hate them. I hate Tom. I hate Dick. And I hate Larry. They drive me to drink. And he really is drinking. Yep, that is him drinking. They do be confounded, apparently. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Found them!
But let us draw the curtain on
I
this
love
sordid
Dan
scene
Backslide.
and turn to more
That is
pleasant
Dan
surroundings,
Backslide. He's
where we
brilliant.
find our young friends engaged in a spirited game of hide, go, and seek.
Hide, go, and seek.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
No! In here! No, up here!
Up here, up here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all of these characters are voiced by the same voice actor. Oh, they're hiding in the sewers. Oh my goodness. They're hiding everywhere and they get lost in the city.
515, 500.
Sorry.
Remember, these are university students, not children.
The Dover boys. Then
They
Dora
must
must be
be
alone
alone
and
and
protected.
protected.
A
A
runabout.
runabout. I'll steal it, and nobody will know. My favorite part of this. And there's Dora Standpipe.
1265, 1207,
And- oh,
1275,
whoops. Got the tree as well.
1285, 1209,
Didn't even realize that you got the tree.
1305,
Handbook of Useful Information. I see. I see. That's a very useful information for you, Mr. Dan Backslide. Use tire irons, which you apparently just have. Damn, Dora Standpipe is pretty strong if you ask me, though. Like, look at her. Help! Help! Is it me? Help! 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 Dick! Help! Hurry! Ba-dum-bum. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. She still took some back? Yeah. Indeed, indeed. And now Dan backside all the way in there. You do realize that you're locked in from that way, so you can just unlock it? And Mr. Dan backside. Turns out someone strong enough to pull up a tree is kind of strong.
Hold on. What's this? It looks like an alert young scout. And that's just what it is. He'll not fail her, I'll venture.
You think the only thing Cuphead's missing is the devs going back in time to get legendary voice work King Mel Blanc to record some lines? I agree. Telegrams.
Telegram for the Dover boys. Mr. Tom, Dick, and Larry. Caraway with Tavern Upper Bottleneck, New York. Sirs, quote. Unquote. Signed Dora. 35 cents collect.
God, I absolutely love the Dover boys. Rest in pieces and backslide. Boom. Also, you know, I think Dan's backslide actually inspired the design of Mung Dal from Chowder. Because he does actually look a lot like Mung Dal from Chowder. So, you know, and actually they do kind of sound alike as well.
Unhand her, Dan backslide. Unhand her, Dan backslide.
That's not Dan Backside. That is Dan Backside. Also, where was that before?
Stand up and fight, you coward, bully, cat, and thief.
Wing, 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 wing.
Oh, you haven't been thrashed enough yet, eh?
And rest in peace, the Dover boys. And the little joke character ends up
And now it is
going
time to say
out
goodbye.
the Doris
Goodbye.
standpipe. And that's all, folks. And that is the Dover boys. One of the greatest pieces of animation of all time. We've got Grim Matchstick's Devil Contract now. Nice, sir. Now, we can finally move along to the next stage. Spoken with Quadratus, the watery being across the aisles? I don't know. I don't know who Quadratus is. Juggling, 4 in a row, huh? I wonder what 4 in a row would equal. I mean, 4 in a row, obviously. But now, here we go. Some more Cuphead. Oh wait, I still have one boss to beat. Thank you, Mr. King Dice, for letting me know about that. Thank you, thank you. Hot tip, if you're gonna make someone a damsel in distress, make sure said damsel can't absolutely destroy you. True. Absolutely true. Oh, where is it? Where is it? It's here, right. AVR reaction. I keep forgetting about the final boss. I forgot about what the control was to switch bombs was... Switch weapons? Or LB. Yeah, I probably just press LB like this. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I own the air where eagles dare. Alright, nice, nice. Well, I mean, this boss should be relatively easy. Especially in comparison to the dragon boss, but... You know. Woo! You can turn your head into a... hand with a glove. Weird. Although I guess that's kinda... you know, normal with the devil's contracts and stuff. The devil is brilliant, giving all these contracts to people that give them powers. in deciding. Oh wait, I don't want... Wait, you haven't collected on these contracts yet? Such a shame, such a shame. Well, it looks like you will have to be murdered by this character. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da. How am I not hitting that? Very odd. But also, I suppose it makes sense. Alright. Da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum. Better than, you know, not getting hit by that. Better than getting hit by it, but you know, don't cheat Lucifer, or else you'll get mugged. Well, actually, I guess cupped would be better to say, since, like, I mean, technically Mugman is a part of the characters, but cupped is better because Cuphead is the main character. Despite the fact that the name is known as Cuphead and Mugman, but you know, cup doesn't work as well. I mean, true. But I like cupped better because it describes Cuphead as opposed to Mugman.
Here's a real high-class bout.
You gotta use what you can. You have the best you can. Alright, gotcha. You know, I wonder if Magni Desmond ever plays Cuphead, then he should absolutely play as Mugman. And name himself Magni Desmond during those streams. Get it? Magni? Me. I fly while eagles stare. Where are the eagles then, my friend? Where are the eagles then? I didn't expect this boss to be quite so hard, but... I mean, I probably should have expected this boss to be quite so hard. It's a Cuphead boss. What do you expect? Especially a Cuphead air boss. Cuphead air bosses are genuinely based a lot on bullet hell stuff like Toho. Don't kill the pink one. You never want to kill the pink one, because the pink one gives you a parry, which gives you closer invincibility. Ow! So would I say this bird is more Misty or Oku in difficulty? I have actually not beaten a single Toho game. Well, actually, I mean, I have beaten Imperishable Night, so I'd say definitely harder than Mistia from Toho. Mistia Toho is relatively easy. Even despite the fact that, like, there's the whole night thing, you can just dodge without having to care, because the patterns are very easily tellable. While this one tends to use quite a bit of RNG. Cuphead uses a lot more RNG in general than shoot-'em-up games, Japanese shoot-'em-up games like Toho and stuff. Like, it's closer to a platformer in that kind of thing, I guess. And the fact that it's side-scrolling makes it a little different too. Side-scrolling games are definitely more randomized than non-side-scrolling games. Oh, whoa. Oh, well. Feathers. Well, that's definitely a Toho reference if I've ever seen one. Just like a JoJo ref. Ew. Very, very quick shots. Quick shots, quick shots. Okay, okay. Honestly, I think the bomb thing is quite difficult, but, you know, it's probably very strong. But, you know, I probably won't use it until the phase where this enemy, you know, becomes a dead bird. That's one dead parrot or something. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Well, I should probably shoot anyway, despite the fact that I have to dodge a lot in that phase. I don't think I've ever actually fought this enemy before, so I think if I beat this enemy, this will be the furthest I have ever played Cuphead. I know I haven't beaten the Tom and Jerry one, but I have seen the Tom and Jerry one. The one that's a Tom and Jerry reference. I'm not sure what references these other characters are. I know there are definitely references in the characters that are like... There's one character who's basically referencing Tom and Jerry with the entire thing. And then there's one character who's basically referencing, you know... Boom. Down. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, there we go. Now this is Swap to Bomb. Da, 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 da. That was a baby bird. That was a baby bird. Baby birdie bird, baby birdie bird. Apparently I disconnected for a second. I hope it wasn't that bad, but you know. It happens, you know. Da 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 da. Almost got to the super point. Almost, almost. Not quite. Oof. Ouch. But it is also very important to dodge very carefully. Because dodging very carefully is not something... Not dodging carefully lets you die or get hit by an enemy shot. Getting hit by enemy shots is something you do not want in bullet hell games, as a matter of fact. And in this case... Although I am still trying my best, I'm definitely not gonna get as far as I was thinking I was, probably. Well, I might. It depends. Woo. Well, this is actually doing pretty decent damage. Huh. Surprisingly decent damage, but you have to hit the exact target as opposed to hitting him in the face. Which is easier since you have to just go in front. This is definitely a hit them in the face version. God. It always creeps me out when they give birds teeth, because, like, they remind you that birds were once dinosaurs, and they once definitely had teeth before. But now they don't, for some reason. For some indefinable reason. Ow. Well, I suppose I should use the proper thing more now. At the beginning. Or at least use this when I'm directly in front. But, you know, some birds do. Oh, yeah, I know that. Like, I know geese have teeth, at least. Or they at least have things that look a lot like teeth. And they also have teeth on their tongue. Fun fact. Geese having teeth on their tongue is a real thing. I'll show you, but... I'd show you, but, you know, it's kind of creepy. So, yeah. You probably don't want to see the geese with teeth on their tongue. Dun, da, da, dun. Dun, da, 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 dun. Dun, da, 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 da. You mean you're popping off screen? Damn. That's kind of mean, making it so you pop off screen. So, beat this thing. Shouldn't be too hard. No bats have teeth, but geese and penguins have spikes inside their beaks. I suppose that's true. I suppose that is very true. Crocodiles have teeth and they're basically birds. I mean, are they really? I know they evolved in the same... Wait, how would a crocodile be a bird? I guess it makes sense for a, you know, bird to have... Some birds to have teeth. Crocodiles aren't ancestors of dinosaurs, I know that, because crocodiles did evolve in the same era as dinosaurs, and are actually the same type of reptile as dinosaurs, kind of, but not also really. Also not really, it's weird. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ah, I managed to avoid it. Just by that much. Missed me by that much. There we go. Baby bird is now dead. And now it's finally time for this one. Ow. Well, I got close. Archosaurs? Crocodiles are like the closest living non-birds to non-bird. To birds? Really? I had no idea. That actually is pretty cool, though. Wait, crocodiles are a type of dinosaur? Huh. That's very weird, but very cool. I know there were crocodiles in the time of the dinosaurs. But did they evolve from the same ancestors the dinosaurs did? So, could you theoretically say that crocodiles are the same as dinosaurs? Because if crocodiles are the same as dinosaurs, that means that we're living in an age of dinosaurs even now. Which is really cool. I like dinosaurs. Alright, right. Oof. Almost. Archosaurs are broadly classed as reptiles in the cladistic sense of the term, which includes birds. Okay. Extinct archosaurs include non-avian dinosaurs, pterosaurs, And extinct relatives of crocodilians. I see. I see. That makes sense. So birds are really reptiles if you think about it. Like, that's not even a joke. Which means birds evolve feathers somehow because they're reptiles. I wonder if geckos will ever evolve feathers. Or like Komodo dragons. Imagining a Komodo dragon with feathers is kind of weird, but like, I suppose I could see it. All dinosaurs are archosaurs, but not all archosaurs are dinosaurs? I see, I see. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. That kind of makes sense. I can kind of get it. And it's pretty cool. It means that dinosaurs are the closest relatives we have to crocodiles. Well, crocodiles are the closest relatives we have to dinosaurs aside from birds, which actually are dinosaurs. As a matter of fact, secretly hiding their dinosaurness from us so they could be seen as non-threats whatsoever. You know, when this bird is exhausted, it seems more like its red face is not a matter of its species and more a matter of its, you know, thing. Baby bird time. Ow. My dad's the brawn and I'm all brains. Together we bring the pain. Funny, funny. And Komodo dragons are lizards? Yeah. Dinosaurs and lizards are a separate path. I understand that, but I do wonder what sort of evolutionary pressure would actually make a Komodo dragon evolve feathers, since velociraptors have evolved feathers before. Also, hi Aiko, secret cats. Hi Aiko. I wonder how you're doing today. Because secret cats make cats secret or something. You know, it's weird. Ow.
A great slam and then some. It's on. A great slam and then some.
A great slam and then some. And begin. I wonder why it's a great slam and then some specifically for this boss. I wonder why certain bosses have certain introduction things like... I mean, I know it's usually just a coincidence, but usually the bosses have differing things. So, I wonder what it would feel like for someone who managed to beat all the bosses once and only realized... and only thought all the bosses had each one introduction thing. That'd be funny. That'd be kind of silly and funny. Kind of quirky. Kind of cool. Kind of nice. Quirky, funny, silly, and cool. I love it. Get birded. I mean, you are a bird, so you get unbirded. Hello? Hi, Aiko Izunia. Hi, Aiko. I hope you're doing well. Hi. I'm in the middle of a Cuphead boss. I have defeated the dragon. And, you know... the dragon is now dead, so... now all I need to worry about is this bird from this world. The bird is the word. Ow! At least I know how to dodge this now. You just stay back and make sure to be careful. Also, I mean, I guess there's no real reason to have the smoke dash on in this level, right? Since the smoke dash only really works when you can actually dodge. So maybe I should get an extra heart or something? Maybe I should do that. Alright, pork rind. Sa? Aiko. Benny Ventura. Oh, I need another coin. Oh, that's unfortunate. But you know, it's not the worst. And now,
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
maybe just having a fresh perspective is all I needed. I know you can dodge up and down, so
Here goes.
it won't hit you if it hits the wall behind you and you dodge like this. This is probably the best way to dodge in this game, in this boss so far. Also, because the bullets are the furthest away, so you won't need to worry as much about the bullets either. Alright. Gobble gobble, Mr. Turkey. Go ahead, try your best. Baby turkey. I know this one is very easy, relatively, in comparison to the other one. But still, you still have to focus a little. And next is the final one where where the dad actually turns into a hospital patient. And by a hospital patient, I mean just a person on their deathbed. Turkey. I suppose. Yum, 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 yum. So close. All I need to do is avoid the bullets and avoid the shots. The best way to avoid the eggs is to stay as close to the walls as possible and simply just shoot at the turkey boy. Not that he's actually a turkey, but you know, he makes gobble gobble noises like a turkey, so might as well be a turkey. If it sounds like a turkey and it looks like a bird, it's probably a turkey, so you know, I'll just assume it's a turkey anyway. Yeah. Okay, so I take one hit. One hit should be fine to get me through the next stage. Because I didn't get hit by the bullet, so I'll probably be good enough to dodge. I got hit by one of the tiny birds. You have to be kidding me. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, wait. I think it's supposed to represent United States colors with the red and blue. And there's also white there too.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Also, parry, 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 parry. Parrying is important. Parrying's important. Parrying's important. Parrying's important. Parrying. Parrying is important, yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Damn, almost got that hitbox there. Alright. One. Don't let the other things hit you. Or, I mean, at least I can get through the stage much easier. It's not like it's anywhere near as hard as the other stage. Baby, 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 baby. Ow!
Here's a real high-class bout. Here
Egg shoot, egg shoot. I wonder why you shoot your own eggs at me. Isn't that kind of rude? Isn't that kind of like murdering your own children? Also, if you're the dad, why do you shoot eggs? That's slightly confusing. Maybe it's because of the devil's contract? It's probably because of the devil's contract or something. Everything weird that these animals can do is something because of the devil's contract. You know, that dragon is probably something that's not actually a dragon. It just looks like a dragon because of the devil's contract. It's probably actually a hydra, but it grew wings because of the devil's contract. I like the idea of the devil's contract. Like, making a deal with the devil is always silly, but the devil actually giving you powers is pretty cool. Well, it sounds pretty cool, but it probably wouldn't actually be pretty cool, since the devil would probably be like, you know, a monkey's paw type of wisher. Wee! Ow. You know? Like, a finger curls on the monkey's paw and the devil does stuff. Making a deal with the devil to get cool powers that's basically Madoka. No, QB's not the devil. QB's just the cat rabbit thingy that's evil. Well, not evil, emotionless, but pretty much the same as evil if you think about it. And if QB's... the way QB works ends up, you know... I mean, QB says that it has nice goals, but, like, you know... that's just what it says. Who are we to be able to tell if QB is really telling the truth? Like, I mean... for instance... the heat death of the universe being stopped is actually a pretty good thing, I feel like. But at the same time, in order to do that, you have to have the suffering of billions of people. No, thank you very much. I do not enjoy that type of idea. I believe that cannot be achieved without suffering. Thank you very much. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Dodge, 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 dodge. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Shoot, 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 shoot. You had better die soon, otherwise I'm probably going to die myself. Nice. Baby time. Baby shooting time. Time to shoot a baby. And make sure to have your finger on the parry trigger. Like this. Ow. Well, I mean, at least it gives you opportunities to use parries. Well, I mean, I got one hit, so I should be fine, right? Especially since I'm in front of the turkey man now. So I should be fine. I have 2 hits to care about. And now the turkey man should... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Ow. Dun, 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 dun. At least you're giving me access to those. Ow.
This match will get red hot.
Da, 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 da. Get to phase 2 with more than 1 HP challenge? Not impossible. Absolutely possible. And probable. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da,
A
da, da,
brawl
da.
is surely brewing. Here goes.
Very definitely probable that I'll do it this time. Because it is actually relatively easy to dodge these shots, you know? Surprisingly enough. It's surprisingly a lot easier than it looks. Da, 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 da. Ow.
This
Don't
match
dodge
will get
forward
red
until
hot.
all of the egg pieces have gone forward. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 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 So this is theoretically phase 2, but it's technically phase 3 actually that I need to get to without taking damage. Should be relatively easy, just dodge a bit more, shoot a bit more, and then... There we go. Ow! I almost got hit, as a matter of fact. Very much almost. Ow. Da, 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 da. And a reverse bomb. You know how it is, reverse bombs all the time. Go on, shoot me, so I can get another parry thing. Well, I mean, at least I'll be getting to phase 3. And by phase 3, I mean phase 4, technically. Is this one a reference to Pinky and the Brain or something? Almost beat it.
Here's a real
But I did get to phase 3 with the most amount of health possible. Ow. Sometimes the bird just shoots you where you don't want to be. Which means you have to stay away from where the bird is shooting. I like the... Ah! sounds like a huge rooster, even though this isn't supposed to be a rooster, I think, and is supposed to be more of a turkey than a rooster. A turkster? That sounds like the name of a character. Look, it's the Turkster in like some sort of, you know, children's cartoon or something. Like the Turkster. Ah, well, I at least only got hit once. So that means I have 1 extra HP to deal with the baby. And that really shouldn't be too hard to do. Down, down, up, down, down. Up, right, left, A, B. I didn't save myself in anywhere near enough time, though. I was going to press B in order to just bomb... But, nope. I pressed A! Come on. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I like puns. You gotta be kidding me.
Will get red hot. It's on.
A bit tired today. I am. Just a teensy bit tired. Though, to be fair, I did wake up early in order to do the stream. But it'll be okay. Alright. House time, and now it's time for the bullet hell. Or, I got hit once, so I should still be fine, but getting hit once is still annoying. Got hit twice now. Let's hope I can get through the second phase without dying. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Down. Da, 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 da. Oh, you can do mini bombs, can you? Damn it, I was trying. At least I got decently far without losing any HP, so I know I can at least do well without losing HP. Which means I should try my best to save HP on this fight segment. As well as that fight segment. And by that fight segment, I mean the fight segment where he shoots all his feathers all over the place. Which, you know, kind of surprisingly actually shows him without his feathers in the next scene. So, maybe shooting your feathers all over the place isn't perhaps the greatest idea that this bird has ever had. Perhaps, as a matter of fact, it's a bad idea. Perhaps it's a very bad idea. Down. Da, 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 da. I ran into it. No. Kitty-on. I love doing a kitty-on. Although technically it's just my normal yawn, but it's still a kitty yawn and I still like kitties. Kitties are very cute. Did you know that, however, a major reason that people find kitties cute, aside from them being actually cute, of course, like, you know, photogenic and all, is this actual fungus called toxoplasmosis? It's very weird. And it makes it so you love cats. So yeah, part of the reason people love cats is because of some weird disease, as a matter of fact. But they are also just genuinely adorable things. Like creatures. as opposed to things. Saying things is a bit reductive of a kitty since they are creatures, not things. Creatures, not objects. There we go. Phase 2 without losing a single drop of HP. Or I shouldn't have said that. You're not supposed to reference your HP, otherwise you'll get cursed. And I don't want to get cursed. Getting cursed is absolutely not for me. And no way in hell do I want to get cursed. I guess it really is in hell since it's Cuphead, and Cuphead does eventually finish in hell, so... Almost. I think this means that the boss is almost dead. There we go. Baby boss almost dead. Ow. Even without nice feathers, you're in for stormy weather. Alrighty. I get it. Ew.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Dun dun da da dun da dun da da dun da dun da da dun da dun da 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 dun da 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 da. I love how, like, you know, Lovecraftian some of Cuphead's universe's stuff is. Like, seriously, if you really think about it, watching something like that has absolutely got to be kind of Lovecraftian. And then there's the weird thingies that are, you know, inside of this special place that has two different forms of gravity as well as trucks. But, you know, those weird spinny things that look like spinny tops but probably aren't spinny tops whatsoever because they're actually monsters that are just pink and green and have eyes on their heads or something. Cuphead is definitely full of eldritch abominations if you really think about it. I mean, there's also the devil and king dice, like a king with a dice for a head. Isn't that ridiculous and kind of eldritch? Well, I mean, definitely kind of eldritch, but not necessarily ridiculous. Not in the context of a cartoon, you know? Cartoons are generally pretty eldritch, though. Just because of the way they are. You know? It's like... all of the characters have these special transformations and stuff, but, like, Cuphead way overplays the transformations and stuff. Makes everything way more eldritch than it has to be. And yes, I did accidentally say eldritch. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Too much, okay? Gotta wait until I reach the final stage. Ow. But also gotta dodge. Gotta dodge, gotta dodge. Dodging that should be relatively easy. Eldritch the Dice Lord. Yeah. As opposed to Eldritch the Dice Lord. But really, Cuphead is kind of like Lovecraft if you think about it. Like, all of these enemies are like incomprehensible super beings, and you're Cuphead and you're fighting against these beings. They're at least incomprehensible to you. So all you have is your trusty aeroplane, while these enemies do pretty much anything. Transform into anything, shoot their feathers and stuff, you know. It's kind kind of absurd when you think about it. Poor Cuphead. He has to go through what must be absolutely terrifying. But he's so happy about it, to be honest. So it mustn't be that terrifying for him. There we go. Beating the first phase. Well, second phase, but you know, same difference. Hold for A, hold for press A. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ow. That was too quickly. Why are you shooting your A's so quickly? Might as well bomb you. And by shooting your A's, you know what I mean. There we go, finally! Have to go up as high as I can. Ow. Almost. I got as far as the final phase. I'm improving better and better every time as I play. That's the way it is with Cuphead. Just like the way it is with Dark Souls. Though sometimes you get hit early. And getting hit early isn't necessarily what you want, so... I mean, it doesn't happen that often. Cup Souls, Dark Cup, it really is the Dark Souls of platformers. Well, boss rush games, really. But Cuphead is a boss rush platformer, so... There's not really a difference, right? And also a shoot 'em up. I know it's a joke that people use a lot, but it is a lot like Dark Souls in that you need to memorize patterns, even if the way the patterns go out are RNG. And you know, stuff like that. Watch for the shoot. Watch for the shoot. Watch for the shoot. Do it when they shoot, not after they shoot. Once again, I am yawed. And by yawed, I mean yawning. It is tiring to get up this early in the morning and play video games. Surprisingly a lot more tiring than you would expect, because video games are, I mean, they're supposed to be fun, aren't they? Unfortunately, when you stream them, they tend to lose a lot of their fun because, well, I mean, they're still decently fun, but of course, they tend to lose a lot of the things that make them especially fun. And instead become like, you know, work. But streaming for fun is still important, and it is still a lot of fun that I'm having here. Trying my best to get through this stage and doing it. Hell yes. Da 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 da. Alright, 3 HP still. Ow, ow, ow. That was very close, but no cigar. Oh no. Please tell me this boss will die soon. Please tell me the boss is gonna die soon. Please, 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 please. There we go. Wait, and... boom. Well, let's see. Did quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of damage. But I do need to get better at the baby phase, so baby phase need to get better. Featherstorm phase need to get better. Well, no, I've already almost perfected the Featherstorm phase, but the Featherstorm phase is definitely something that I have trouble with sometimes, because sometimes I don't just do what I've memorized and just go up and down a little bit. Well, that was an early Featherstorm. And sometimes the boss goes on top of the screen instead of where the boss is supposed to be. Like down here. Down here is a good place for the boss to be because that means the Featherstorm feather shots are relatively easy to avoid while still staying big. And staying big and shooting is something you definitely want. And now we go. So gotta save and parry. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. Save and parry. Always make sure to hold Y. It's a good thing that your shot button is on X, so you can go from X to A or Y very easily. But you can't do both at once, so, you know, it should be fine. Should be being the operative word. I should be relatively close to actually finishing this phase, which means I'll have finished the phase without... Oh. Well, you know what happens when you say stuff like that. You get absolutely, positively cursed. I jinxed myself without even finishing my sentence. It's kind of ridiculous if you think of it like that. So you need to stay back slightly, because staying back means that the boss can't hit you as well. Ow. But almost can. It was just a few hits away from death. Just a few tiny hits away from death. But that means I'm almost there. I am almost there. You really want to use the bomb on your heart. And by your heart, I mean the bird's heart. Because the bird's heart is what seems to be the thing. Also, to be honest, I don't understand why hearts are shaped like the way they are in a stylized manner. When, like, you know, if you've ever seen a picture of a heart, it really does not actually look like, you know, the cartoonish heart picture that a lot of people see. I guess it'd be a lot grosser to have a heart looking like that. And also, a lot weirder since it'd be like, you know... Also, did hearts come before or after the invention of that heart image? Well, I mean... Was it before or after anatomy had been thoroughly studied that hearts were drawn the way they were? Because I feel like it would make sense if it was before and it was like something to do with the zodiac or something. And you know... You'll give me $10,000 if I win? Doubt it. But if you wanna, go ahead. Focus. Focus, focus. Focus, focus. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun. This is a joke, you will give me the money? Okay, if you say so. Ow. Almost, almost. Ow. Ow, ow.
Here's a real
Let's say hi,
high-class
Hiker.
bout.
Hi, Hiker. Ashley Lovely. I was almost certain I was gonna win there, but, you know. Did my best? Yeah. It's okay. I'll beat them this time. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. If I do, you know. Almost. Close but no cigar. Dum, 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 da, da, dum. And well, technically I didn't do my best. I did my second best that I have done so far. Alright, so for this, I wait until you get the heart, and this is when I hit you with the boom thingy. Yes! Nice! And finally, I have beaten this boss. The one time after you did it. So that means I get $5,000, right? That's a joke, that's a joke. But it's the dead bird time. The dead parrot. Wally wobbles, okie dokie. And now, Inkwell Isles 3. Dum 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 da da dum da dum 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 da da dum. I'm Mr. King Dice, I'm the greatest in the land. I never play lies, I'm the devil's right-hand man.
I'm Mr.
King Dice, I'm the greatest in the land. I never play nice, I'm the devil's right-hand man. I can't just tell you yes, 'cause you ain't done anything. Bring me those contracts, come on, bring them to the game.
If you haven't finished your plan, and
silly. God, I love King Dice. Oh, I accidentally skipped the cutscene. Well, it'll be fine, won't it? Since I can just beat those other bosses now. Oh, there's a pirate lady over there. I see, I see. Curiouser and curiouser. Now then. What are we gonna... you're gonna need some tips if you want to kill all these deadbeats. Start by mixing up your weaponry. Can't expect your arms to work on every foe. Mix and match, landlubbers. That's what I say. Gotcha, pirate lady. Gotcha, gotcha. So that's the Tom and Jerry one. This is the pirate ship. Enemy shooting and looting by Captain Briny.
This match will get
And for this, I'll insta-win. Well, actually, no, I probably won't insta-win. Well, maybe I should switch up with my shots. First off, charge, and second off, let's say spread. Yeah. Give it a quick retry and do it. Ding. I like the derpy look this one has. Oh, shark, 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 shark. I don't know if I like the shark. I do like that he summons an octopus. Oh no, submarine. And by submarine I mean dogfish or something. Dogfish time. Oh wow, that was very, very close for the second try. Anyway, Captain, it's time to defeat you, you scurvy landlubber. Well, actually, technically, wouldn't I be the scurvy landlubber? Also, is scurvy landlubber proper, like, you know, terminology? Because wouldn't it be the pirates who are scurvy? You know, so calling calling someone a scurvy landlubber would probably be a weird way of insulting them. Because that would mean they'd have scurvy while being on land, which is weird. Which, maybe that means you don't eat healthy enough or something? I hope it's the shark this time. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not the shark or the other one. It's the... Oh. Your skills be like my buried treasure. Just a myth. I wouldn't quite say that, Mr. Friend. Ow. But it is very difficult for me to dodge. God, this pirate is easy to defeat. Really easy to defeat, let me say. Especially with all the parries he gives me. Ow. Oh, it's shark time. That means all I need to do is just go up close. Cannonball means that... Oh, it's shark time again. Means that I gotta jump. And I got a bit further than I got last time. But not quite as far as I would have wanted to get.
good day for us.
I love the octopus shooting though. Oh, it's the sea dogs. Okay, dodge the sea dogs, dodge the dogfish, dodging the dogfish. Isn't there actually a type of fish named the dogfish or something? I think there is, at least. Oh, it's the squid again. Which means I should probably switch to invincibility. Damn, I almost got to the final phase. The barrel is very annoying, let me just tell you that, though. Oh, it's shark time. I like shark time because shark time means it's the easiest dodge. Shark time, the easiest dodge. That sounds like a TV show name, actually. Oh, you can just easily kill the squid. I didn't even realize that. It's shark time, which means... Oh, nice! Oh, wow, wait. You have to duck down when the shark turns... Well, when the, ship turns into a thing and shoots you with its literal Kamehameha laser, apparently. Also, can you actually parry that? It is pink, and you can parry pink things, right? So, theoretically, shouldn't you be able to parry it? Shouldn't that be theoretically easy? Ow. The barrel accidentally got me. And by accidentally, I mean the barrel got me on purpose. Ow. Ow. Just one more try, and I'll get through it. I'm absolutely certain of that. Alright, shark time is easy. Only 2 HP is fine. So now it's dogfish. Probably have to dodge the cannon as well. In just a second at least. There we go. And, yep, it's cannon time. Ow! Whoops. The new Pirates of the Caribbean movie looks weird. Indeed, indeed. I wonder, was there ever actually a pirate character in animation? That makes me think. If there was a pirate character in animation, that'd kind of be silly, but it'd... I mean, I know there's Captain Hook and all, from the Peter Pan movie, and also from the Peter Pan book. But Captain Cook isn't exactly from this kind of animation. Captain Cook is from classic Disney animation as opposed to classic Looney Tunes, rubber hose animation and stuff. This is rubber hose animation. There we go. Relatively lucky. Oh, it's dogfish time, and also time to dodge the cannon. Probably rubber hose? I mean as in rubber hose. Hose. H-O-S-E. Oh, no. I know the cannon is coming soon. There we go. Dodging. Ow. I was one shot away. One shot away from the moment. Is it just me, or for me, for some reason, does it seem earlier on in the level it's less open, but it goes more open later on in the level, even though it doesn't actually start off less open. It actually starts off just as open as it finishes. It must be something to do with the skybox or something. And by the skybox, I mean the background, if you know what I mean. Dun. Da, 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 da. Okay. Give it a try to mix it up. Instead of spread, I'll try roundabout. And instead of doing this, I'll try switching up to roundabout and using roundabout since... Oh wow, this actually seems like it would be quite useful for... hitting the whale in the final phase of the boss. And by hitting the whale, I mean hitting the Kamehameha whale boat thingy. Is it the boat, or is it the man who was given the evil contract? And by evil contract, I mean devil contract. It's probably the man. Even if it would be funny, the idea of a boat making a contract with the devil. So the boat should be coming soon. Ow. Oh, I see. So I use this until I get to the last phase. Then I switch to the roundabout, since the roundabout will always hit no matter what, pretty much. Even when I'm running away. Oh, shark time, shark time. I love shark time. Shark time is fun. It's not like Shark Week, but it's similar. But it's also not really similar at all. I don't need to worry about the squid, it seems like, so don't worry when the squid comes up. Only worry when the other ones come up, like the shark or the, like, dogfish one. Even if the squid does annoy you, it's nothing more than an annoyance. It's not as bad as it should be. Meanwhile, the shark is pretty bad, but let's give an example of this. I can still hit you even like this. And knock it! Hell yes! Got it. Got the whale, got the whale, got the whale boat. And Captain Brinybeard's cell contract has been done. And with that, I feel like we are going to finish off for the night. It's not been a relatively long stream, but it has felt a lot longer than it has been. So yeah, today was, as a matter of fact, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Cuphead is wonderful, and this game is wonderful. And playing Cuphead is a ton of fun. Let me just tell you that. It's definitely really hard to focus when you're playing Cuphead and talking to the chat at the same time. But you know, sometimes stuff like that just happens to happen. You just die, stuff like that, you know. Well, I hope everyone here did enjoy me playing Cuphead. It was very nice. And I also hope everyone here enjoyed me doing other stuff like Cuphead stuff. So, blah 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 blah. Then I go blah paste. No, I don't paste reference. I want to paste, you know, the other thing. How do I duplicate an audio output capture? I'll just use audio output capture new. Then we go this and this and this. Anyway, it was a ton of fun, Cuphead. It was nice seeing everybody, talking to everybody, and seeing difference. So, you know how it is sometimes. And thank you, everyone. Well, you know, one thing I did like from today, though, especially, it was the Dova Boys, as a matter of fact. The Dova Boys from Pimento University. Let's say we give this a sweet, quick little goodbye by watching the Dova Boys at Pimento University. Once again, to bring the stream off. Send it off with a bang. Not now, Firefox. And this time, we'll watch an even newer version. Hold up, there's just an ad and there's another ad. Okay. And Here we go. Da 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 da. And this is the Dover Boys reanimated collab. Dan backslide. All the friends. Your standpipe. This is an absolutely brilliant thing, you know. A brilliant animation by a bunch of modern people. In the modern age, I mean. Even to you, oh sweet you. I can't get so again. I count the Yale poo Purdue. And into you, my college friend.
Out and away, the most popular fellows at,
Da 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 da. So yeah, this is the weird guy, but in this one, he's a furry in this particular frame. There's a bunch of other different animators who are doing this, actually, by the way. There's Tom, plus the winter in Florida. I like this scene. The youngest of the three jerks brothers. I love that. Doris and Pipe.
At Miss Cheddar's Female Academy close by.
Miss Cheddar's Female Academy.
The boys
It seems like it would be wonderful. That's the moon, isn't it? Da 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 da. Ah, and now a tavern of unsavory repute. All of this animation is absolutely wonderful, mind you. Dab, Jojo pose, and I have no clue what he's doing. Backslide, the foremost sneak of Rookford Fall. Cowards be caught and thief, and broached enemy of the golden place. When does it Mr. The Dover Boys. Drat them. Double drat them. Yellow scutting Doris Standpipe. Dear old Doris Standpipe. How I love her. Father's money. I love the way this one works. I love it. I hate Dick, and I hate Larry. They drive me to drink. Found them. Confound them. And the weird little guy who just does the walking past, doing it again.
Draw the curtain on this sordid scene and turn to more pleasant surroundings, where we find our friends engaged in a spirited game of hide, go, and seek.
Remember, these are university students, so 55, 60? I wonder what microphone they used for this.
No, over here, over here.
Over here, in here.
No, in here.
No, in here. Over here.
Over here.
Over here. Over here.
And as in the original, they get lost in the city.
Over here. Over here.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Whoops, sorry.
Over here. No.
In there. Yeah.
Dova boys. Then Dora must be alone and unprotected. A runabout.
I'll steal it. No one will ever know. Da da da. dun. I love the way they pump it up with an air pump in this one, as opposed to pumping it up with the car, because it sounds like it is an air pump. It is ridiculous.
1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1265, 1260, 1265, 1265, 1265, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260, 1260,
How to rip women off of objects. So you use... How to best remove a young lady from tree. Okay. And he's using tire irons again. Lost? Oh, I missed Lost, I think.
1400,
Help, Tom! Help! Dick! Help! Larry! Da, 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 da. And this is why I love the Dova boys at Pimento University. Dan Backslide is also brilliant. Ouch! Once again, ouch. Rip in pieces, Dan Backslide.
Will no one save her from this predicament? Will no one come to her assistance?
By the way, the doors are bolted on the inside.
It looks like an alert young scout. And that's just what it is. He'll not fail her, I'll venture.
And the alert young scout mimes what's going on with Doris Standpipe, and it's the telegram place.
Telegram for the Dover boys. Mrs. Tom, Dick, and Larry, Caraway with Tavern Upper Bottleneck, New York. Says, quote, help! Unquote. Signed Dora. 35 cents collect.
35 cents collect. I see. Oh god. She really must have some good lower body strength if she's able to kick away Dan. Backslide like that. And upper body strength as well. If she's able to spin him around and rip in peace. Dan Backslide. Oh, you know that P on his jacket actually reminds me kind of the Team Rocket emblem. Like, you have an R. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. I love how his face transforms into the same one. You coward, bully, cad, and thief.
Oh, you haven't been thrashed enough yet, eh?
Da-da, da-da. And rest in peace, all of the Jacks.
And now it is time to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's all, folks.
Are you
Seriously,